I'm Gwen from theboldofbow.com, and today I want to show you the easy way to cube an apple. So to start, I've got my apple. This is a green apple, my son's favorite. And then I've got a chef's knife that we actually got this for our wedding, as a wedding present for my husband's boss. And it has been the best knife I've ever had. I pretty much used this nonstop in the kitchen for everything but maybe a small paring knife that I have to cut up some small strawberries or something like that. But this is a Wusthof chef's knife, and they're not cheap, but again, it's the only knife I really use in the kitchen. So a few years ago, we bought a sharpener. So I'm just going to show you how I sharpen my knife. I try to do this pretty much every time I cut something up, just so it stays in really good shape. So it has a coarse side and a fine side. So I'm just going to give it a few swipes across the coarse side. And then I'll finish it off a little bit with the fine. And then I'm just going to wipe it down so there's not any residue, metal shards, or anything like that are going to go in my apple. So here we go. Have my apple, and this is really, really simple. Basically, instead of taking a apple slicer and shoving it down over the apple and then cubing it up, I'm going to skip that step. I always have trouble with those slicers. So this is how I'm going to cube it. So I'm going to take the apple, and I'm basically just going to cut around the core. And the pieces get a little bit smaller and smaller. Watch your fingers. You always want to kind of have a claw. Now I'm going to put that to the side. I have a bowl for my apples. Oops. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put these over here for just a second, is I'm just going to cut slices. So if you were going to cut slices, this would be an easy way to do it as well. So you just cut it in a few slices and then cross cut it. And that's it. Easy, simple way to cube an apple. Making a mess. Could probably use a little bit bigger cutting board, but this is the prettiest one I have. The other ones aren't quite so pretty. But I do this mainly to make my microwaved cinnamon apples that I make, and it takes just a couple of minutes in the microwave, and my boys love it. It's like dessert, but it's healthy, so that's awesome. Anytime you can get healthy food in your kids, it's a win. Am I right? Okay, so there we have easy peasy, beautifully cubed apples, and it just took me a minute or so. So there you go. Come back. I will pop the link to this post if you're watching it on YouTube down below. And also I'll put the link to my microwave cinnamon apples recipe if you want to give that a go. Thanks so much for watching. I'd love for you to sign up for weekly emails. I do a pretty neat email. Basically, I tell you what's going on the week of, but I also include a free subscriber-only printable. Sometimes they're menu planners, sometimes they're to-do lists, sometimes it's just some inspiration or decorative wall printable that you can print out and frame, or you can put it on your fridge. Sometimes I have a clipboard that I will, stick a little nail in the wall and hang the clipboard up, and then put a printable on that. So there's a lot of things you can do with printables. So just pop over and sign up for the email. You can go to theboldofbow.com/subscribe. I try to be as inspirational as I can. I always have a fun quote in there to inspire you. Oh, and we also always have a monthly challenge. So I want to challenge you as a reader and as a person. We always want to be growing. So that's just a little bit about my weekly email, and I hope I will see you in your inbox. Thanks so much. Bye.